Welcome to episode 2 of the F4i build series. First episode we took off all the fairings, and now in the second episode we're going to remove the subframe here. I'm going to be switching to an 0406 banana seat subframe. The 01 to 03 has this split seat subframe, and for the riding style that I want to accomplish in a lot, the banana seat subframe and banana seat is going to be much more comfortable, so that's why I'm going to make this change. So I'll show you how to pull off the subframe, and then when the new one comes in, I'll also show you how to install that, and that'll be in a later episode. But let's get started with this removal. So far, I've taken off the rear passenger pegs on each side. Those are gone. The rear fender and the rear tail I removed when I took the fairings off. So all there is the subframe and then the battery tray right now. And I think what needs to come off is this guy here, this guy. I'll just clip the zip ties here. The rest of the harness will come off. The foot brake reservoir's got to come off. I've got to undo the tank bolts. This guy here is your fuse box. That little plastic piece in the middle, if you just push that in, this whole box will slide out of the battery tray. The starter relay should be on some plastic like rails in there where these rubber sleeves should go over, but it looks like this is just already taken off, so that really doesn't have to go anywhere. The ECU, I'll just move out of the way and then pull the battery cover off, take the battery out, and everything should be disconnected. And then to take the swing arm off, you have a bolt here, a bolt in there, and then the same thing on the other side. One here and then one right here. I just have to disconnect these bolts from the gas tank, and then the subframe should come off completely.
I must have forgotten to film myself removing the lower right side subframe bolt. However, it is the exact same as the lower left side bolt. Just slide a wrench on the nut on the inside and use a socket to loosen the bolt.
So the subframe's been removed. I did not have to take out the gas tank. It's still sitting pretty nicely on the frame, so nothing to worry about there. Pulled the battery chair off first, then remove the subframe because I could get all the wiring down through the subframe and just be able to pull it off. And I'm kind of just resting everything on the wheel. When the new subframe gets shipped, we'll put that back on, put all the wiring back in, and that should be it. Yeah, so the bike is looking pretty torn down right now. We're going to be doing a lot of the internal work first, like clean air mod, idle adjuster, switch panel, while everything is kind of taken apart, and get all the internal stuff done. And then we can kind of work inside out, just make things a lot easier. So that's the second episode of the Stunt Bike Build series. We took the fairings off in the first episode. The second episode, we just removed the subframe. And in a later episode, we'll be putting the new subframe back on.
Hottest stash in the carpet. Yeah, we trapping out apartment.